In this tutorial, I'm going to talk to you guys about switch in Java. The switch in Java just works similar to if statement in Java. In the previous video, I spoke about if statement in Java. Now, think about something like this. There are several or multiple conditions that is given. Any of them which is met, there should be a specific action that should take place. You have something like that in if statement in Java. So let's try it in a switch statement and let's see how it works. Now let's declare a string variable and give it day. So let's set this to Sunday. Now, using a switch statement, the keyword is switch with open and close parentheses. Then inside the switch, we put day there. So which means we are switching to day. And after this, we bring open and close curly brackets. Then you hit the enter key. So inside this, your cases will go in here. So you have cases matching your day. So let's take the first case. Now in the first case, since it is a string, the case should also be in a string. So let's give this also Sunday. Then you bring semicolon. Sorry, this is a colon rather. And you hit enter. So you type any condition you want to perform here. So let's say this is Sunday. So after every switch, after every case, you have to break out of the switch statement. So you type the break keyword. Now let's bring another case. You can bring multiple cases. So let's bring a case of Monday. Outside here, you bring a colon. So automatically the code is all indented for you. So you can come down here. Below here, you type this is Monday. So outside here, we break outside the loop. Outside the switch statement. Now let's run our program. So we have this is Sunday because the first case is being met. Now let's do something here. Let's take off the break statements and let's run back the project. So this time around we have this is Sunday and this is Monday. This is what happens. The first case is Sunday, which satisfies this condition here because the day is placed inside the switch statement. So the block of code inside the Sunday case is executed. Then it comes here. It ignores this since there is no break. Then it continues to the next line because they are all under the switch. Either this is met since there is no break, breaking it from continuing the execution. It will go ahead assuming that all the cases are being met since there's no break, but the break is responsible for ending the switch statement as soon as it is being met, the condition is being met. So let's put the break back here. Now let's do something. Let's turn this to Monday. Now let's run the project once more. Now in this case, we have this is Monday. Now let's take off the break and run it again and see. So we still have only this is Monday because the preceding case is not being met. So it is being ignored and nothing is executed. But if it is met, then everything below is automatically met. Then the break statement is what is responsible for ending the code from executing. But this time on the first one here is Monday, so the code starts executing from here. So if we were to take the break off here and bring other switch cases down below, then they are going to be met, which that's not how we want our code to work. So let's bring back the break here. So we can do more awesome stuff with switch statements. So I'm going to copy and paste something here. I'm going to pause the video and write some code here and I'll talk about it later. Okay, so I have a lot of codes here and I'll be explaining them one by one. So first of all, I declare the scanner variable, which is responsible for taking input for us. Now it says that enter the day. So we take our day here into a string data type by using the next line of the scanner. So we have a switch of day, which is the day above here. So it is going to switch to anything that will enter using the scanner here and match it with the various cases down below here. So let's see what is going to happen. So definitely if you write something like Sunday, you are going to have this thing here. When you have Monday, this block of code will be executed until we enter any day we want. So let's start. So let's run the program and see. So I have main. So it says that enter a day. So let's enter something like Monday. So we have to report at work today. So coming back here, we have this statement here. So that means Monday is being matched. So this can be something like a time scheduler. You're trying to schedule your times on something. So you want to check what you're going to do on Friday. So when you type on Friday, it says that have a nap. So you know that every Friday you need to have a nap. Let's come back to something like Saturday. So Saturday, it says that go to the laundry. So these are how the switch cases can work, not only for string, it works for integer values too as well. So now let's try typing an invalid day. So let's say May, which is a month. So nothing is executed. It means it's invalid. It's none of the above. So that's how switch cases work. But there is one peculiar thing about switch, which is the default case. Now the default case is responsible for what we just entered, like the main. This takes care of inputs that doesn't match. So to do that, we just type default and we see invalid inputs. Then we break out of this too. So let's run this and enter invalid information. So this time around we entered May. So it says that invalid inputs, or you can say not a day of a week. Not a day of the week. So this is how we use the switch statements. Now let's try something for integer values too as well. So if you want a copy of all this, I'll paste them in the description section. But for now, let me comment everything here. So what I just did is the control forward slash. Yes, that's the single line commenting. So you can comment everything just at once. Now let me comment these two as well. Okay, so let's try something like this. Enter a number. So let's switch now to number. Now the first case, since it is an integer now, we can use the 1 or any number directly. So let's do it more advanced and more clear. So let's change this rather to choice. So that means we'll change here to choice. So enter your choice. So let's do this \n. So 1. So let's say dialing a USDT code to buy your data. So you can see 1, buy a data. Then the second one should be responsible for check your data balance. So these are the escape sequence. So check data balance. Then let's do it for the last one. Exit. So we have three options here. The first one will be responsible for buying data. The second will be responsible for checking data. The third one is for exiting out of this. So this is what we can do. So when case one is being selected, there are a bunch of methods to buy data, but let's just print here. You are buying data. Then we break out of the loop. Please don't forget to bring the break. Then we have case 2. Now in case 2, we can see checking data. Sorry for my spelling. So checking data balance and break out of the loop. Now case 3. Now the case 3 is responsible for exiting out of the loop. So we can just type break here, which means when the choice gets to 3, nothing is being executed and it breaks automatically. Now the default case, now we can see invalid inputs. So this is taking care of a default case. Then we break out of the loop. So let's run this and see. So running our project. Oh, this is not well arranged. Let's arrange it properly. So we have new line and new character. Okay, this is where the problem is. So let's run this once again. Okay, so let's select the first one, buy data bundle. So it says that we are buying a data. So let's run it again. So this time around, let's select 3. So in select 3, automatically process is finished because we just break out of the loop and we didn't place anything to occur in between the loop. So this is, sorry, a switch, not a loop, a switch. So this is the basic function of a switch case statement. It can be used for a lot of projects and we'll be using it more in the project, especially when we get to object-oriented programming. So please, if you find this video helpful, then support me to help you by subscribing and liking the video. So if you want a copy of all this code, I'll copy it and paste it in the comment section down below. Thank you and see you in the next video.